I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that, and of course following Marilyn Manson when I can, and now it seems like some new accusations came up. So this person by the name of Corey Feldman is coming back out and yelling really loud, saying, "See, look at that. I told you." Well, when I say I told you, I mean Corey actually says Marilyn Manson caused him emotional damage, or I should say long mental, emotional damage and things like that. So it seems like everyone who's met Marilyn Manson in the past, took a picture, been to a concert, something like that, with some kind of platform, is accusing him of something that happened to them, that he did to them, because he's the big bad boogeyman. And that's one of the reasons that I gotta stay level headed and say, where's the proof? Where's the evidence? It's so easy for people to just jump on this bandwagon. So this here is from February 7th, 2021, and in just a minute, I want to get into Cory's very recent Twitter thread where he argues quite a bit back and forth with people about Marilyn Manson and uses caps and screams and things like that. Corey Feldman, who rose to massive fame in the 1980s with classic movies like The Lost Boys, The Goonies, and Stand By Me, is the latest person to come forward with accusations of abuse against shock rocker Marilyn Manson, accusing Manson of being obsessed with Feldman for over 20 years and mental and emotional abuse. Feldman shared a photo of the two of them together and detailed what Feldman called was an obsession that Manson had in the 1980s with the child star. Okay, something like that. You get the point. So it was a lot of things like this, and of course, a lot of people reported on it, like this article here. And also, Feldman at that time was tweeting in capital letters things like, he tried to use and abuse me as his play toy, he tried to manipulate me, gaslight me, things like that. He says that Manson wrote a passage about him in a book, which is true, I suppose, if it's in a book, but Cory's pretty famous, so I'm sure in passing somewhere Manson mentioned him. That doesn't really mean so much. Let's skip to the present day. Here we see it from January 31st, 2023, with big bold caps yelling from Corey Feldman's official account, how many more victims of abuse have to come forward before the LAPD finally do something? How many more victims will accept the payoff? How many more children will suffer? I pray these kids get the justice they deserve. So he links the recent article from Rolling Stone about the complete grifter and person making up stories about Marilyn Manson, as we know so far, because this person says it happened 28 years ago with zero evidence. I think they have a concert ticket or something like that, but a lot of us have concert tickets we save. That's no big deal, and it proves nothing. And you know my theory, the more accusers that come out, the more evidence we should have. And we don't. But then Cory keeps answering people and arguing in his thread. Apparently, this person deleted their tweet, but Cory says, "No, Jackie V accused me after I found out she was dating Brian. I have plenty of proof, don't worry." Oh, man. These people always say they have plenty of proof for so long. I have proof, I have proof, I have proof. Where is it? I have proof, I have proof. Just trust me, I have proof. I have proof too. I've got a lot of proof. In this pocket here, I got some on my cabinet over there. I got proof somewhere on file in a folder on my computer. And he replies to this one that was also apparently deleted. There aren't any. Oh, you mean Manson's girlfriend's acting like I was the demented stalker went nowhere fast. Well, I mean, not much Corey Feldman does goes anywhere at all at any speed because he's very low profile in the news. He's got 165,000 followers, which is less than a lot of YouTubers we know if you compare subscribers and followers, and less than some big Twitter accounts we know. So, Cory, nothing you do is going to go anywhere fast necessarily. And Claudia says, I think he's innocent. To which Cory replies, how does it feel to work for the devil? How much money are you accepting? Spin story for him. Excuse me, to spin story for him. No grammar, just throwing up caps and symbols and things like that. It's actually really weird. By the way, Johnny Depp is trending today. February 1st, when I'm recording this. Just thought I'd make a little side note. And he replies to this person. So this article literally moments after watching your movie, My Truth, the R word of two Corys. It's sad, horrible, and sickening that this happens. And Cory says, thanks, but please don't watch illegal streams as you're only helping the dark side win. Please DM me the link so I can have the illegal pirated copy taken down. Okay. So honestly, if this is such a heavy subject and Derek here is on Cory's side, should Cory be worried about the legality of what Derek watched? Seems like Cory's going off base here. He's lost in the woods. And Cory answers this person. I've never seen somebody, who's famous and a celebrity go back and forth so much with people. I really wish parents were more present in their kids' lives. An adult should have been with her on the bus. She shouldn't have been allowed to travel and meet up with him. In tune, parents could have stopped the grooming. Kids need to be more aware. Communication is key. Just assume it happened, Michelle. Just assume it happened and it could have been stopped. Don't think about if it actually happened or not. Well, looks like Michelle has got a picture of herself with Cory, so that would explain it. Well, that would explain her attitude of, I don't need proof, I think it happened. And Cory says, agreed. But let's be careful not to victim blame shame. It's the fault of the monster who did the evil deeds first and foremost, then all of the endorsers and protectors of that evil who allowed it to continue while turning a blind eye, and then the parents in that order. And honestly, I'm getting a little tired here. Cory keeps answering and answering and answering. Okay, wait, he finally stopped. Okay, this one here looks like his last one. So you can look at all dismissed lawsuits and see there wasn't so far a dismissal because of a payoff. When you start looking at the stories the victims are putting out, they tend to fall apart pretty quickly. And Cory says, actually, you need facts. Yes, he reached an out-of-court settlement in one case. One case was thrown out due to #SOL, and a third case is still pending along with the new cases stated here, so stop defending a monster. Well, I gotta know he's actually a monster before I stop defending. And that's what we're trying to find out. We're trying to find out if he actually did it based on something that's not defendable as far as evidence on the accuser's side. We don't have that. A lot of people use the word grifter for YouTubers covering Amber Heard, Marilyn Manson, Meghan Markle, things like that. Well, here's the thing. Those YouTubers and those people with platforms on Twitter and things like that have to work their way up. They've got to put their opinion out there, and people have got to like what they're saying and like their personality for them to succeed to a certain extent. Corey Feldman is Corey Feldman. He's not big anymore, but he's got big enough of a name to get some automatic attention without all the effort other people have to put in, which I would say is a true grift. You already know you can grift the situation because you've already got a little foot in the door, so you do it. Where was Cory talking about this for the last 15 years, or the last 18 years, or the last 20 years? I'm sure he's probably mentioned it here and there in passing, maybe, but not like this. Not like jumping on the bandwagon with all the accusers who have got the zero evidence. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're still on the fence with Manson, I got links below, my email, my Twitter. There are comments down there. Drop me some evidence. I'd cover it on the channel, but the problem is it doesn't exist. But if it does, and you got it, I'd love to see it. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing Death vs. Heard, pop culture, Manson, whatever comes up. If you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it. See you next time.